All right, shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all for being in this one. Shout out to FanDuel, the official sponsor of the Coma. Go to FanDuel for your prop bets in this one, man. We talking about the Saints. We still got several weeks lining up, man. It's close, man. We hitting April. We're in April. We have at least 3 weeks before we have the big 3-day event known as the NFL draft, where the Saints will make selections, 8 of them, to add to their team, plus undrafted players. And leading up to that draft, man, it's going to be some interesting stuff going on, period. You know, we have several reports coming out indicating all kind of manner of stuff, man. Y'all follow that. Hit the notification bell to stay alert on all the latest news. In this report, we'll talk about a couple of prospects the Saints could be looking at. And we're looking at offensive linemen, man. How about some depth for our backup offensive line? Young depth, as the Saints held private workout for versatile Illinois offensive lineman Josh Gesky, who the Saints seem to like. Now, Gesky conducted a private workout in Illinois with the Saints recently. He worked out in front of the Saints last week, according to a source, and recently worked out privately for the Texans and the Colts. The interior offensive lineman could be a solid late-round pick or an undrafted free agent if he joins the Saints. Now, general manager Mickey Loomis and the rest of the Saints front office, it shows another sign that they're doing homework on potential depth pieces along the offensive line. Now, what type of player is Gesky? He wasn't invited to the combine, by the way, but he's a 3-star recruit out of high school, signed with Illinois and redshirted his first season. The Illini native made a strong impact starting in the 23 season when he played in 8 games and earned all Big Ten honorable mention, primarily using as an offensive guard. Gesky demonstrated during the 24-25 season that he can play multiple positions. He started all 26 games over the last 2 years at left guard, but also played every position on the offensive line throughout his time at Illinois. Sounds a lot like, I hate to say it, man, an offensive lineman we picked up from Old Dominion, who's currently on the team. Gesky allowed just 1 sack and 456 pass block snaps for the Fighting Illini in 2025 and was only penalized once throughout his senior season. He stood out in the Music City Bowl, helping to lead the Illini to a big win over Tennessee, 30-28. Now, Gesky earned his most consistent PFF grades of the season against the Vols and allowed just 1 quarterback hurry during the entire game. Along with a strong senior campaign, Gesky posted impressive numbers at Illinois Pro Day, running 4.94 in the 40. That is impressive for a big guy like that, achieving 33-inch vertical jump, both of which would have ranked 6th at the NFL Scouting Combine. He also completed 30 reps on the bench press, which would have placed him 4th in Indy. He's 6'5", 320 pounds, and he has an unclear draft outlook. He isn't listed on the major big boards, but has generated plenty of buzz since Pro Day. For the Saints, drafting Gesky will probably mean using a late round pick. We talking the 3rd day pick. It will be a solid under the radar addition for the Saints offensive line that lacks that depth behind its starter. So Josh Gesky, offensive line guard prospect, who does have versatility at tackle as well, it's just the kind of player the Saints would love to bring in. All right, also, man, that ain't it. The Saints also doing some look-sees at a defensive back from a small school. Saints work out underrated cornerback prospect Charles Demmings. Shout out to Saints Wire. They help provide the scoop. Nick Harris, the tweet. Right, talking about the Saints, the focus likely turns to defense as they put a ton of money into offense already. The name that has graced the draft radar recently is Stephen F. Austin's cornerback Charles Demmings, a Senior Bowl standout who rapidly rose among NFL circles. Remember that Senior Bowl, man, that's big because the Saints were there. They take these type of prospects seriously. He ended up making an NFL scouting combine appearance due to his impressive play in college. He absolutely torched every event he was in, proving he's worthy of looks from the scouts. 6'1", almost 200 pounds. He ran a blazing 4.4 140-yard dash a 1.55 second 10-yard split, and posted a 42-inch vertical jump and an 11-foot broad jump. This kid is phenomenal. He's getting 30-visit treatment by the Cowboys over the next 2 days. Mesquite Horn High School product, he technically counts as a local prospect for Dallas, that is, and not toward the 30 allocated outside visits. So they're showing he worked out for the Saints. Beyond just athleticism, he was an absolute ball hawk as well in his senior year, posting 4 picks, 5 pass breakups, along 8 total tackles in 4 years at Stephen F. Austin. He had 9 total picks and 35 pass deflections, along with 2 tackles for a loss and 63 total tackles. He's absolutely a name to keep an eye out for late in day 2 of the draft as he continues to rise further each day, with Grady Brown having a direct opportunity to work out with him. The Saints could be in the fold as a potential landing spot for Charles Demmings. Will be interesting to see as the Saints looking offensive line, defensive back, wide receiver, running back, pass rusher, Saints all over the place doing due diligence, man, talking to everybody. There's still a lot of time between now and when the draft kicks off. Saints have 8 spots in the draft, man, 5 in the first 4 rounds, and a lot of stuff is popping and snapping for the black and gold, as you can tell. All right, anyway, that's all I got for y'all in this episode of the show. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share the show on social media feeds. Shout out to you guys as well. Shout out to FanDuel, the official sponsor of the show. Get your prop bets in at FanDuel. For more reports, hit the notification bell, man, and we'll have more coming. This week going into it, there's a lot of news that'll be coming up, dealing with perhaps Olavi and Elvin Kamara. We did a report on that. It's a lot of stuff going on leading up to the draft. Very active season for the black and gold as we look to break that nines playoff streak. Finally, man, could it be this year? We're hoping. With that being said, man, that's all I got. If you're not a sub, hit the sub button. Sub up. Help us hit that 15,000 mark for the Sports Coma. That's a big mark for us. And also, man, shout out to our Patreon champions and YouTube membership family. Check out that new 2026 draft big board that I did. Top 50 players. The big board, the TSC big board. We completed it. And also mock draft volume 11. It's an hour and 40-something minute broadcast that's available among dozens of shows, dozens of hundreds of shows on Patreon and for our YouTube membership family. If you want to be a part of that, join patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. Patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. With that being said, I salute you and I'll see you on the next one. Much love. Peace. And Who Dat?